Have you ever wondered why some relationships seem to drain you more than they nourish you? Welcome to the deep dive into the world of toxic traits in relationships. Now, these aren't your typical disagreements or squabbles. We're talking about habits and behaviors that can slowly corrode the foundation of a relationship, and even worse, harm your mental and emotional well-being. These traits can be sneaky, often disguised as intense love or deep concern. They can creep into your interactions, making you feel less than, unworthy, or constantly on edge. And let's be clear here, they're not just dangerous, they're detrimental. They can turn what should be a source of support, joy, and companionship into a well of stress and discomfort. But fear not. Knowledge is power, and by shedding light on these issues, we can start the process of understanding, healing, and change. Stay tuned as we explore the 7 reasons why toxic traits are so dangerous in relationships. The first reason why toxic traits are dangerous is that they can cause emotional drain. Imagine a scenario where you're constantly undermined or criticized. It's like carrying an invisible weight that gets heavier with each passing day. This constant negativity can lead to feelings of exhaustion, both emotionally and physically. Now, let's consider another example. Picture a relationship where your boundaries are constantly being crossed. It's as if you're in a maze, constantly trying to find your way out, but the walls keep closing in on you. This relentless pressure can lead to overwhelming stress that can take a toll on your overall well-being. In both scenarios, you can see how toxic traits can drain an individual emotionally, leaving them feeling depleted and worn out. It's like being in a constant battle where instead of gaining strength, you're losing your energy. Thus, toxic traits can lead to emotional drain, making it harder for individuals to function in their daily lives. Another reason why toxic traits are dangerous is the erosion of trust. Imagine being in a relationship where lies become the norm, where you're constantly manipulated into doubting your own instincts. This toxicity chips away at the bedrock of trust, bit by bit, until the foundation is barely there. You find yourself questioning everything, even the truth. This is the destructive power of toxic traits. Without trust, a relationship loses its foundation and begins to crumble. Toxic traits can also lead to self-esteem damage. Picture this: you're constantly belittled, criticized, or made to feel less than by a partner. Over time, these toxic behaviors can chip away at your self-worth, causing feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt to creep in. You start to question your value, your abilities, your very essence. This isn't just a blow to your pride, but a serious threat to your mental health. When one's self-esteem is damaged, it can have far-reaching effects on their mental health and overall well-being. Toxic traits can also lead to a breakdown in communication, unhappiness, and fear. Communication is the lifeblood of any relationship. It's the way we express our needs, desires, and feelings to our partner. However, when toxic traits are present, this crucial element can break down. For example, a partner with a toxic trait of constant criticism may make the other person feel as though they can't express themselves without being judged or belittled. They might start to hold back, to keep their thoughts and feelings to themselves. This leads to a breakdown in communication, as one partner becomes a silent vessel carrying the weight of unexpressed emotions. Now let's talk about happiness. It's the cornerstone of any healthy relationship, but when toxic traits come into play, they can overshadow the joy and contentment that should be present. Consider a partner who is always negative, always seeing the glass as half empty. This can create an environment of constant unhappiness, where joy is fleeting and dissatisfaction is the norm. The negative energy can be so pervasive that it begins to feel like a dense fog, obscuring the positive aspects of the relationship. Finally, let's delve into fear. In a healthy relationship, fear should never be a factor. But toxic traits can breed fear, creating a climate of apprehension and unease. If a partner is unpredictably volatile, for instance, the other may live in fear of saying or doing the wrong thing. They might constantly walk on eggshells, afraid to ignite the partner's temper. This fear can become a constant companion, casting a dark shadow over the relationship. These effects, communication breakdown, unhappiness, and fear, can be deeply damaging. They can erode the foundation of a relationship, turning what should be a source of support and comfort into a source of stress and anxiety. And they don't just disappear on their own. If left unaddressed, they can further strain the relationship, leading to more problems down the line. Remember, a relationship should enhance your life, not detract from it. Be aware of these toxic traits and their potential effects on your relationship. It's the first step towards addressing them and paving the way for healthier interactions. The seventh and perhaps most dangerous reason is the potential for abuse. Toxic traits are not just harmful in the emotional sense, but they can escalate into behaviors that put the physical and mental health of individuals at risk. Consider a relationship where one party constantly belittles and criticizes the other. This emotional abuse can eat away at the victim's self-esteem, paving the way for more severe forms of abuse. It's like a snowball effect, where smaller toxic behaviors build momentum, growing larger and more harmful over time. In some cases, this can lead to physical abuse. The abuser, already accustomed to inflicting emotional harm, may escalate their actions into physical violence. It's a sad and horrifying reality, but it underlines the importance of recognizing and addressing toxic traits early on. Likewise, toxic traits can breed psychological abuse, where the victim's reality is distorted through gaslighting and manipulation. Abuse is a severe consequence of toxic traits and is something everyone should be aware of and guard against. In conclusion, toxic traits in relationships are far more dangerous than they may appear at first glance. They can be insidious, gradually eroding the foundations of trust and mutual respect that are crucial to any successful partnership. From the emotional drain that leaves you feeling depleted and weary, to the erosion of trust that can make you question your own judgment, these traits are fraught with peril. Moreover, they can severely damage your self-esteem, making you doubt your worth and capabilities. They can lead to communication breakdowns, breeding unhappiness and fear, and in the worst cases, they can even escalate to abuse, a grim reality for too many individuals worldwide. Recognizing these traits is the first step to addressing them, but awareness alone isn't enough. It's crucial to take proactive measures to eliminate them, to build healthier, happier relationships. Remember, a healthy relationship is one that brings joy, not pain. Let's strive to eliminate toxic traits and foster healthier, happier relationships. Before we wrap up, we'd like to encourage you to take a moment and reflect on the relationships in your life. Are they bringing you joy or pain? Are they fostering growth or causing stagnation? If you've identified any toxic traits, remember that it's okay to seek help. Reach out to trusted friends, family, or professionals. There are numerous resources available to guide you in dealing with these issues. Be brave, be strong, and remember, you deserve a relationship that brings you happiness and fulfillment. And that's it for today's video. We hope that this discussion has given you some valuable insights and tools to help you navigate your relationships more effectively. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. The more we spread awareness about this issue, the more we can help each other build healthier, happier relationships. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to subscribe and join us for more discussions on relationships. We're in this together, and together we can make a difference. Stay safe, everyone.